The online coaching, consulting, service-based business space is so much more saturated, so much more competitive, so much more noise in 2025. It's been building in 2024 and now we're seeing it in 2025. And in this video, I want to speak to a significant shift that needs to be made if you really want to see exponential growth in your business in 2025 and beyond. Hi, I'm Esther. I'm the founder of CottnOwl Agency. We're a done for you and done with you agency, and we help our clients with many different strategies and systems and services to help them grow their high ticket business. But I wanted to create this video for you all to give you some insight into what is actually shifting, not fluffy, and talk to what's shifting in the market and what you can start to do to make some strategic moves in your business so that you can move forward and grow in 2025. So what we're seeing in the industry in 2024 was a lot more people coming in, a lot of people getting certified, a lot of people signing into high ticket programs to be a coach, to be a consultant, refining their avatar, determining who their ideal client was. And then around the end of 2024, we saw a huge influx of ChatGPT messaging. So ChatGPT messaging is great if you already know what your differentiator is, what your unique marketing position is, and how you are already setting yourself apart in your industry. If you don't know that, and that is not speaking to your client avatar, it's not speaking about the client need, what your niche is, not speaking about your offers. This is a unique marketing position for you in your industry. And if you don't have that and you go into ChatGPT with templates and somebody else's swipe files, you test your own messaging, it's going to just give you the same messaging, the same frameworks, the same words that everyone else is using in the online space. Because ChatGPT is not forward thinking, it only can take what's already been put into that system and give it back to you. So it's not going to create something unique. It's not going to create a marvelous out-of-the-box strategy for you. It's just going to take what already exists and put it together inside of messaging. So that has been a huge disconnect for a lot of my clients before they have worked with us, a lot of potential clients that I get on sales calls with. So I thought this would be an amazing video to come in and speak to because nobody online is speaking to this, and it's huge and it's impactful, and it's why you have a really small percentage of people actually getting $2 million months and beyond is because they're focused on their unique marketing positioning. So I want to speak to what that actually is in this video. And if you'd like to learn how I can help you set this up in your business, feel free, you can book a call with me directly in my bio. But let's dive in. So your unique marketing position is not your authority. You will weave your authority into it. It's not your niche. It's not your client avatar. It's not what your ideal client is doing, where they are. Like, those are what you do when you're putting together your offers or you're trying to get clear in your messaging. But again, messaging isn't actually going to bring the clients in. It's not going to bring in new clients, and if anything, it can bring in clients, but it's going to be very slow growth. It's not going to have anything that your client hasn't already heard. So when you think of your unique marketing positioning, you want a position in your market, in your industry, so when they're scrolling through their ads or they're scrolling through their social media, you're the person on screen and you are speaking to a problem or an outcome that they desire in a way that they've never heard it spoken about before, right? So you cannot do that with somebody else's messaging framework. You cannot do that with ChatGPT. This is something that's truly unique to you, that you own, that no one else in your industry or very few people in your industry are speaking to at the level that you are speaking to it. And that, of course, does tie in to, you put a little bit of your authority in that. But your authority is typically, if you are a licensed psychologist, that's your authority. You helped clients, you've worked with clients for 20 plus years, that's your authority. But your unique marketing position is very different from that. That's taking something that you do, using that example as a licensed therapist. Let's say you're a licensed therapist. You can say that you're a licensed therapist, that's your authority. You can speak to the clients you help because, again, that's authority, that's building trust. But what's your unique marketing position? Why should they choose you over the 10,000, 20,000? I don't even know. I'm making those numbers up. I don't even know how many licensed therapists there are. I imagine it's probably more than what I just said. But think about all of those other therapists, all of those other people, whatever your industry, are competing for the clients that you want to serve. And if everyone is using the same messaging and the same frameworks, guess what? Your client has options. They don't need you, they have options. And that's why you can potentially have, where you're buying on price, where you aren't comfortable with your price point because you're like, why is nobody buying this? Like, I know I'm worth this. I know I see others selling it at this price point or more. Why aren't people buying it from me? It's because you don't have a unique position in your market to actually tell people why they need to pay you premium pricing, right? If you don't determine that for your clients, they aren't going to know it. And you can show up to your sales calls and tell them on the calls, right? But at that point, that's not marketing, that's sales. So again, your unique marketing position is something that is entirely unique to you, that only you are speaking to in your industry, or you're one of the very few people that are speaking to this in your industry. You're speaking directly to a specific ideal client that you want to work with. And then from there, then that's when you can really get ChatGPT fired up and writing those nurture emails for you if you want. You can use it to help you with your captions, but it will not be helpful until you know what that unique position is in the marketplace. So what this used to be, and still is, what you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to copywriters for, right? So these huge corporations, when you see their ads, they are testing marketing positioning. They are testing different strategies, what's working, what's not, what's converting. Because yes, some of it, they're running ads for branding, but they're also running ads to stand apart. And this is not about, I help my clients do XYZ in 90 days or more, right? Like, that doesn't convert as well in 2025. You can still put that in your hooks, you can still put that in your funnels, but that's not what is actually going to book a call with somebody. Again, why should they choose you when they have options? So when you're thinking about your unique marketing position, and again, this is very different, I know this is different than anything you've heard because nobody is talking about this online, but this is why when I write the messaging for my clients, I go in and I create their unique marketing position for them, and that's why we can turn ads on and spend $20, $30 a day and get 15 book calls like the first month. Like, they're still in the learning phase in Meta and they're booking a phenomenal amount of calls. Why? Because of the position that I have written and found and created for them and set in place. And then from there, we set up their system for them. So we set up everything completely automated, but that's for another video. Actually, there's quite a few videos where I talk about that. You can find those on the channel. But specifically, before you can even get to a funnel, a sales system, an ad that converts, an ad that stops the scroll, you have to have a unique market position in your industry. This is what is going to let you go big. It's going to let you hit that revenue goal that you want. It's going to let you bring in all of those clients that you've been dreaming of and wondering, why am I only signing, one client a month? It feels so slow. How do I get more? This is how you get more. You have to come into your market, into your industry. You have to have a knowledge of your industry, the ads that others are running, the words that they're using, the strategies that they're putting out for advertising. You need to understand those. You need to go in, understand them inside out, and then come up with your own entry point into your market that sounds like nobody else. And when you do that, you're going to just attract all of those clients and wonder why you didn't do this before. Because this is what is going to allow you and my clients to really stand out in 2025. This is a huge pain point for all the clients that I get on calls with before they work with us, for any potential client that I get on a call with, and it all comes down to this. Because there are so many people out there that can set up a proven funnel for you. There's so many people out there that can set up a website, and then people say, well, why didn't it convert? It doesn't convert because you didn't do that first foundation step. That again, most coaches, consultants, agencies don't even know how to do this very well. So what they do is they package up templates and then they give them to their clients inside of programs, and it's sort of like here you go, you figure it out on your own, right? We don't do that with my agency because I know that most people, that's not their skill set. In fact, I don't know many people that that's their skill set, but it's definitely mine. So what I do is I get on calls with clients, the first thing we do, and I just dive into their offer, and I have a really unique talent where I can take the words that they tell me and pull out, without them really knowing what I'm doing, I can pull out from the words that they're telling me a truly unique angle in their market for them to come in. Then I go and do market research and make sure that nobody else is speaking to it. And then from there, we build out everything. We build out their funnels, we build out their emails, we build out their automated software, we build out their texts. This is what allows myself and my clients to have phenomenal show-up rates, phenomenal close rates, to close our calls without aggression, to just show up and have a conversation and get that client to sign into our program because they're already sold, because all of the foundation that we laid in place before they even had the opportunity to book the call. So this is going to give you that momentum, that forward momentum that you've been looking for. This is very likely the missing piece on why you haven't been successful in growing, because again, you have to stand out. You cannot blend in, and the templates and ChatGPT, they're great when you already know the direction you want to go, but they aren't going to give you a unique direction to go without you laying that foundation for yourself. I'll see you in the next video.